Niger State is endowed with vast mineral resources capable of transforming the economy of the state. While the state has deposits of gold in commercial quantity, but the mining sector has been taken over by the activities of illegal miners. Chenemi Bamaiyi examines the operations of these miners.
This is the proposed site for the building of the El Amin University. Over there, construction work has begun, but right here in front of those buildings is an illegal mining site that the government has not been able to stop. Right here, approaching this place, you would think that there's a major construction work going on, but all of the dirt that you see behind me, all of these heap of rubbles have been dug out by miners in this place.
I have been in this business for 30 years. I inherited the trade from my parents. The government did not give us permission to mine, but the field belongs to Babangida. He came here once, and while people were being chased, he ordered that we should continue since we earn our living from here. Honestly, we don't pay revenue. Our heads and chairmen take care of that. We have ID cards. Before you begin, you must have an ID card to testify that you are a miner, so that if you get into trouble, you will be vindicated. These miners say they are aware of the effects of their activities on the environment and the government's ban on illegal mining, but this is their only source of livelihood.
This
is my first time coming here to look for gains. I have a husband. My husband is no longer strong, and my younger sister's children are with me because kidnappers killed her husband. That's why I came to see if I could get some so I could feed the children.
Mining gold is a difficult task, which is why these miners work in groups to maximize their individual efforts. Portions of a field being mined are apportioned to groups to avoid conflict. This mining site has about 3 groups, and each group consists of 7 to 10 miners. Each group has a leader that monitors their activities and gives the workers their daily provision of food and water. Sometimes they take herbal concoctions for strength. The group leader is not the final authority here, but is also answerable to a dealer who provides him with money for operations, and whenever gold is found, it is taken to the dealer who buys it and pays miners after deducting wages and cost of feeding. I have 5 boys mining. Whether I'm here or not, I take care of their feeding. When we get gold, I take it to the dealer after purification. He values it and pays us afterwards. I have been doing this work for 15 years and I am 28 years old. The leader of the group will collect money from his own boss and set up a group and come up with a list of the people involved. Whoever that is not in our group will not work with us to avoid conflicts.
From here, these miners get gold, they take to the refiners and sold to dealers who henceforth sell to major dealers that take it out of this country. This is the process through which gold leaves this country in most cases.
Mining gold has a chain of value providers. When gold is found, it is taken to the refiners who burn out the impurities to determine the quality of the gold. I get gold from miners and traders. They bring it here for purification before taking it to the buyers. We don't have organizations here, except for those that come to collect monthly revenue from us, and the others deal with our bosses directly. Just beside the refiner's fire is the office of a dealer that buys the gold from the miners.
Is that you bring it in here, we test the quality of the gold because it has quality. That's what we call gold carats. So every gold has its own quality, and it's depend on the price will depend on the quality of the gold. So as you can see here, there is a computer machine which we call carat machine here. That is what we use in testing the quality of the gold. Our own business it comes in a normal, let me say in a legal way. because we are registered, so we don't have problem with that. All we know that is they bring goods here and we give them receipts. We have evidence for everything. Even if someone comes here to challenge us, why are you doing? We have license, everything that the government have permitted us to do so.
There are still obvious shortcomings in such areas as revenue generation and transparency in the mining sector, despite the recent efforts by the federal government to revive the industry. From the miners to the dealers, they all claim to be members of associations where they pay levies to the government. The Niger State Commissioner for Mining and Mineral Development was not available to speak on these illegal mining activities.
There's a lot of money in the mining industry in Nigeria, but it is quite unfortunate that majority of these mining activities are illegally done. Except the government puts firm structure around these mining activities, it will always be shortchanged in the revenue that it ought to be accruing from this sector. Chenemi Bamaiyi, TVC News, Mina.